This music is so fun. It is nearly time for the Run for the Roses. The Kentucky Derby is today, the 148th Kentucky Derby. The race at Churchill Downs is the first contest in horse racing's coveted Triple Crown, including the Preakness Stakes and the Belmont Stakes. The race is also known as the greatest 2 minutes in sports because of its approximate run time. A horse owned by Colorado woman Penny Chenery won the 1973 Triple Crown. Secretariat had won by 31 lengths, still holds the record for the Derby and the Belmont Stakes. So just, little Colorado pat on the shoulder there for that one. Behind the scenes this weekend, there's going to be another really big milestone. For the first time in the race's long history, a woman is going to be leading the broadcast team.
That's right. Lindsay Schanzer taking over the race this year. This is pretty exciting. Schanzer actually says, when somebody tells you that that's what it is and that's what you are, it brings a smile to my face. I didn't set out to be that, but being the first woman, anything's exciting and makes me really proud. I think horse racing, and specifically the Kentucky Derby, is really a show for everyone. Boy, I believe that's true. You were saying the music is fun. I'm always all about the fashion.
Yeah, I know, the hats. I always get jealous that I'm not out there. All right, she is no stranger to Churchill Downs. This is her 10th Derby, working on the staff, and was in charge of the Preakness and Belmont races last year. Yes. About time.
Yeah, exactly. Some actually go to the Derby just to watch. Others, of course, have some big or maybe some small bets on the line. I feel like with the Kentucky Derby, you go all in.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no such thing as small bets there.
Greatest 2 minutes of sports, right? NBC's Steve Kornacki does a deep dive into the quirks of the most exciting 2 minutes in sports.
Okay, we are all looking for some kind of an angle that's going to get us the winner of the Derby. Let's go for an unconventional route here. A couple ways of looking at this. How about letters of the alphabet? As in, what letter does the horse's name start with? More winners produced by the letter S. Horses' names starting with S, the most winners in Kentucky Derby history and the most starters. Horses that start with the letter S. There have been almost 2,000 horses in history to run in the Kentucky Derby. 19 of those winners started with S, and there's 3 S horses in this year's field. So we'll see. Maybe something comes out of that. How about the letter E? You'd think this one might be a little more popular or a little more successful. Only 2 for 52. Horses starting with the letter E, their names starting with the letter E, have won the Derby. Of course, Epicenter this year is in the Derby, one of the heavy favorites. We've talked about the curse maybe of the Epicenter's trainer, Steve Aspen, says, and he's never won the Derby. Now he's got to contend with this too. Maybe he's got the wrong letter. We'll see if that hurts him too. And then how about this again? We say almost 2,000 horses have run in the Derby. Only 7 have started with Z. One of those 7 won. That was Zev back in 1923. A century later, we've got 2 horses starting with Z in today's field, and one of them, Zandon, with a very good chance on paper to win this thing. So those are letters. Let's take a look at numbers here, as in the post positions. What are the good post positions to have? There's none better historically than 5. The 5th post position has produced the most winners. Smile Happy's going to be there today. The lowest win percentage is the 6th spot. Messier is going to be running out of there today, only a 2.2% win hit. And actually the worst place to be, though, it's the 17 spot there. Classic Causeway drew number 17 for today. If Classic Causeway wins, that's the first ever horse to win from post position number 17. And now we've got letters, numbers, colors. What's the most common color for a horse to win the Kentucky Derby? It's bay. Last year's official winner, Mandaloon, is that color. Country House, who won in 2019. Chestnut, that's the 2nd most common color. How about gray? Been a long time since we saw a gray horse win the Derby. It was a big upset when Giacomo did it in 2005. There's a horse today, though, who's gray, who may have a real chance. White Abario. We'll see if gray can get on the board for the first time in 17 years.
Well, thank goodness for the internet, where we can rewatch that as many times as you need to.
I know, that went right over my head.
I did not follow any of that, but I'm sure there was a lot of really good sound advice in there.
You know the other thing that I really love about the Kentucky Derby? The horses' names.
Yes.
I think those are so fun.
They're so epic every time.
Who was it? Was it 2 years? I mean, see, now they all blend together, though. But there was American Pharaoh. You had Mind That Bird.
Yeah. You know more than I do, I'll be honest.
We know Seabiscuit.
Look at us. Come to us for the advice on this stuff. We'll definitely help you win.